Welcome back, everyone, to Pinetopia, where we are going to begin here at this ruined portal because I've just found one. And what I want to find out is what's in here. Unbreaking 3, but of course it's gold. That'll be useful maybe if I ever go into the nether. I have some flint and steel, alright, that'll be decent in there. And of course, I took the coordinates because someday I may be wanting to come back here in order to collect the obsidian, because the obsidian could become important later on. But now I think it's time for me to head on back to base. I briefly went back to base, but I decided to do a little bit more exploration instead of just staying there, because it looks like I found now a dark oak forest. So I'm starting to rake up the number of biomes that I am visiting, hoping that maybe someday I could visit them all, though that will be hard to achieve when I start to whittle down the number to just a small number of them. Anyway, I could use a little bit of dark oak. Ah! A bird at the edge of the jungle. Hmm. Here you go. Hello? Uh, hello? Hello? Hey! Oh well. Oh, hello. All right. Now, if I have a parrot following me. Now, I have a pet. I have some dark oak wood. I've done a bit of exploration. And I think it's time to get back to base and actually do something. Ooh. I've been wondering if I was going to finally run into some of these. Pumpkins! We can't have a world without pumpkins, right? Yes, I was on my way back to base, but I've got to get the pumpkins. I have arrived back in base, and now it's time to get ready to build my starter base. Now, first off, I have cleared out the wood in this area, and I've placed it in here. I've got some birch here. I'll probably have to get some more of that if I'm going to do anything significant with birch. But I have plenty of oak, and I also grew a couple of dark oak trees so that I have a couple of stacks of dark oak available. I also have a wandering trader, apparently, who has decided to approach. And what does he know want? Of course, he wants emeralds. Beetroot seeds. Eh. Red sand. Birch sapling. Nope. Dripstone I've got. Allium. Not going to care about it at the moment. Bucket of tropical fish. I don't have any emeralds, and nothing in there is enough to make me want to jump, see if I can find some way of finding emeralds, because until I find a village or find a mountain that has emeralds in it, I'm going to be a little short on that particular substance. So now let's have a look at what we've got here. We have got a river. And what's nice about a river is that this is a nice center for me to do. I remember one time I did a Wellstopia season where I lived along a river and did everything I did up and down. And I think I'll try that again this season and see how that works. But of course, if you got a river, you'll need to be able to get across said river. Now, this looks like it might be a good place. Maybe taking down this particular tree. Yeah, because this looks like a good crossing place, because I would like... Oh, apple. I like a place, obviously, where I could do a decent crossing. How about right here? Now, this, of course, has a lot of sand, so I would probably have to start the bridge here, go across here. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge getting all the way across there without too much trouble. So let me ponder on this and see where's the best place to build a nice bridge and be a place where I could be able to see that from and probably have a house of sorts attached to it, a building of sorts attached to it so that I could readily see it. Not that I'll be able to miss a bridge while traveling down the river. At least I hope not. I was thinking so much of building in this direction in order to cross the river that I was ignoring that front. And this looks like an ideal location for my bridge. So let me put a couple of torches here to indicate the location. And I could have this as sort of the starts of a road that could go up here. Now, this means that not going quite the way because I was thinking of having a bridge and then going straight to the river, but apparently this will have to come down here and then bend and then maybe another turn going out in that direction. So we can have one turn going that way and one turn going this way across the river and then a crossroad that goes to that little cave. Yes, I think that'll work. As one of my plans is to make sure that I could see the location of my base, I'm also going to drop 4 bamboo shoots right over there, and my hopes is that they will grow, be nice and tall, and I'll be able to see them. Because bamboo in a place that's, I was going to say not a jungle, there's an occasional jungle here and there, but that's not in a true jungle, is probably going to stand out, or at least I hope it does. I think I finally know what to do concerning the bridge, but just before I started recording this, I was sleeping for a thunderstorm, and it happened that a spider spawned and it dropped a pair of string. So I'm going to use my first string for making a fishing line. I know there's temptation to make scaffolding instead, but we will see how that goes. Now, for this bridge, we're going to be going in 3 here. I'm going in, let's say, 3 on each side would be good. There we go. There we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I think 5 will be our number, right? So that would be, where is it? I think I'd like to do things preferably with 5. So let's met this here, and then I'll put this over here, and this will be the dimensions for our bridge. And what I'm going to do is I am going to have I'm going to have trouble here. Now I can't narrow that down any due to the diagonal there. I think this is the better idea. The plan is that we will have posts right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I guess 5 will be a good number there, even though it's going to be a little bit ouchy coming back down. Maybe I should have gone with the scaffolding after all. Well, at least I'm next to the water. That's one advantage of building a bridge is you are next to a place where you could jump down and not get hurt if you remember to jump. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So these are the posts. And this is where I will be having the bridge itself. We are going to have, see, this is going to be, I think, right here. all the way up here, up to here. 2, 3, 2, 3. Good. And then I will have stairs there and there, and then I will have slabs all the way across in between. Then I'll have some stairs on either side of it in which to go up towards the bridge. Let's see how that looks. I guess the next thing I need to do is to get some slabs. Maybe I should bring a crafting bench to the site itself so that I don't have to run back and forth whenever I need to make something. The idea is this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe under here also do the same thing. Oh, well, obviously not that way. We want, oh yes, it will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. And this will be part of the support structure. I know it's not a perfect arch, but I'm hoping that will give the idea of the matter. And then all the way across here, assuming I hit the right spots. Of course, we'll also need to be able to go up and down the stairs. So we will handle that. That's 1 out, 2 out. This is going to be 3 out. I guess we'll have to... All right, we could do that. Let's see how it looks on this edge before we duplicate it. Well, that looks really bad. All right, let's do this then. 1, 2, 3. All right. That looks a lot better. A lot better. That means this is coming up to here. And then that leaves this. Let me adjust it so that the whole thing is a bit more even. Yeah, I think that is much better. That feels better, and we could go into that. But oh yeah, let's also add this little detail. That is not, it blends too much into the post. I don't want to use oak for the side, but maybe there's another wood that I could use. How would jungle look? It seems that I never actually gathered much in the way of jungle wood, so I decided to try birch instead, and I think that'll work, at least for now. Maybe I'll come up with something fancier later when I make a later bridge, but for now this will do. I think I should cap this off with a little bit of light. There we go. So now it's visible at night, so it'll be a nice guiding way. It's a bridge so I could get under it if I am rowing in a boat. Speaking of boats, maybe I could do a little river exploration. See what's up and down the river. I've done most of my exploration down in that direction towards the birch forest, so I will take this bit going in this direction. See how far I can get before the sun sets. These will be tough to get lost when you are going through a river, right? We're talking about pine. Well, here we have a bit of a narrow way, and Either that's a tributary or it's a very, very short river. How disappointing! Is that it? Hmm. Well then, that was a lot less interesting than I thought it would be. Perhaps the river didn't pan out, so let's check out this mountain. That should, I hope, bring something a little bit interesting. Probably my death, but who knows? See if I could successfully climb this peak. Now, of course, we all know that the arch enemy of Pineleaf is the ridge, so I'm starting to think that the drop is equally bad on the matter. But I'm going to see how far I could climb up this thing, and if maybe there's any iron on it, because iron would be good. Can I try swimming up the water? We are talking about Minecraft after all. Oops, a daisy. Up, 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 up. And, well, we got another little problem here, and that's my sun is setting. Whoopsie daisy. Well, what's going to happen here? Nighty night. The question is where I plop when I wake up. Ah, good thing I left the place for me to wake up on the head of the bed. Now, how do I get up here? I haven't seen any iron here yet, but I have seen some coal right on the face of the mountain. Well, we certainly found a cliff and a couple of caves so far. Can we get to a peak? Peaks and pines? Yes. There we go. Up around here. Whew, way out into the distance. Things appear to dry up out into the distance because now we've got a savanna up over there. So at least I could give us some acacia. And we have more oaks and birch that way. I think I haven't seen any spruce yet. Right? Have I seen any spruce yet? Hold on, what's that? Oh, that might be a portal I've already raided. Oh well, might as well check it out. I found a cave, a nasty cave. Right over there in a very awkward position in which to enter it. Which means taking care of the mobs is going to be a bit tricky. So I will create my own entrance and try to bypass them. I don't want that creeper to surprise me. So I will do that. Come in this way, and I think I'll be able to surprise them, or at least survive any blast from the creeper, which is probably the main thing I need to worry about. I can hear the zombie. Looks like I'm slightly high relative to them. Ah, yeah, I was just going right over them. Well, that's not any way to make things safe for me. I need to find a way to get down there slowly. Ah, here we are. Oh, spider! Skeletons! Boy! Every Bob, the game seems to be there. Hi. There you go. You take turns? Well, this looks like it's going to take me a while to clear out this mess. Oh, they must be coming in from that dark pit down over there. That looks like a festering spot. Oops, daisy. Oops. All right. There you go. Ah, now, can I tame this place? Not likely, but I'll try. What, the original zombie is down there? Huh. Oh well, he's stuck. Worry about him later. As for that spider, hmm. All right, now let's make this place for a pine leaf. Oh, okay. Ooh, sunset. Ooh, my. Oh, that was the up where I was before. Now the down is into this place. Ooh, not too sure I want to go down into that. Oh, and now it's raining. I think I better get back home. I think that's enough exploration for now. We're back at the bridge, and I think that before I do any other significant projects, such as making farms or anything like that, I need to build a nice warehouse where I am going to be storing all of my items. Now, the idea here is to have a little bit of crossroads here with this heading over there, a road heading along this way, though looks like I'm encroaching into the river a little bit there. I have to figure out something to do about that. But then right over here at this intersection is where I am going to be building my warehouse. And that then will store all the items that I need, that I gather, and that I'm going to build the warehouse between episodes since warehouse isn't exactly going to be the most exciting build to make. And I think we'll be ready for something else when we return for the next episode of Piney Plays Minecraft Pinetopia.